Here on Rhino Street, we know you're a superhero.
You're in bed. You're in yoga. You're raising your kids.
You're dressing your kids. You're making breakfast.
You're making lines. This will be fun.
You are waving I love you.
Your co-workers can't stop you.
Your boss can't lose you. Your lunch only pauses you. Your role morphs on you.
Your workday doesn't exhaust you. You see your things every night.
Your wife inside singing.
Your family together now.
Your heart is present.
Your mind is years ahead.
Your idea will be a huge success.
Wall Street companies own all our search engines. Other Wall Street companies pay trillions for our search results.
Wall Street companies are bankrupting our main streets by redirecting our sales from our neighbors to their investors.
Superheroes search their community.
Superheroes ride for their community.
Superheroes rescue their community. Superheroes rebuild their community.
Superheroes are their community. RHINOStreet.com. 20-mile radius. Search your community first.
We love that commercial. Really, really do. All right, so I'm gonna stop the share. I know V is here somewhere, and everyone keeps asking me, Anthony, where? Listen, YouTube. Nobody asked you to put the next song on, right? And everyone always asks, and everyone that's a part of this always sees somebody writes, "How's V? Where's V?" And then V, like I'll catch up with her pretty much daily, but definitely a couple of times a week. And she's like, "Oh, I spoke to so-and-so. I spoke to so-and-so." I'm like, they don't even speak to me anymore. She goes, "Yeah, we have a good relationship." So I asked V, listen, everyone keeps asking for you. Would you come on and just say hello? So from 2:05 to 2:10, V, I'm going to keep you for only 5 minutes, I promise. Come say hello to everyone. So if I do this, I could promote you to panelist. And then I believe once I promote you to panelist, you'll have a screen. I haven't done this in quite some time. And then if I make you co-host, I think you could go ahead and turn your screen on, maybe, possibly. Hey, peace in the house. How are you? Oh, you're mute. No, you're mute.
Oh, that's better, right?
Yeah, that's much better. Because we can read your lips, but I want to hear it.
By the way, Anthony, that commercial gets me every time. I could hardly wait to see it on the big screen. I'm telling you. It reminded me of the commercial that we did, the Rhino, the ones when I still get chills. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. Happy Rhino Wednesday.
My volume up. I have my phone really low. So everyone keeps asking for you. So you know what? Because they like you. Because everyone is absolutely adoring you. So
well, I'm a lovable girl. I'm a lovable girl. So, and I love the rhinos. But anyway, I know 5 minutes is 5 minutes. I just want to say a quick hello to everyone. I wish I could see everybody, but hey, let me say to the new rhinos, welcome to the community. We are happy that you joined. And I just want to say to the rhinos who are out there just promoting RHINOStreet.com, you are superheroes. You are awesome. Look, we're doing a great thing. I know I said that on my lives before. And just one more thing. I won't be talking long, right? This is not my show. I won't be talking long.
No, you have like 3 more minutes. Go for it.
I don't know if I have 3 minutes of talk. I want to remind the rhinos, please email me at v@rhinostreet.com. Look, I will answer you. You can send me an email at midnight. If I'm awake, I'm responding. And that's the truth. Send any concerns, any questions you may have, any feedback, or just say, hello, V. I love it. All right. The new rhinos, you will be getting an introductory email from me. Look at Frida saying hi.
Yeah.
I'm a fool. You will be getting an introductory email from me, just welcoming you again. And our rhinos who are already with us, I will be sending out emails randomly, like every now and then you'll get something, just saying hello and checking in with you. So please respond so that I know you're getting the email, okay? And last thing before I go, I've said this many times before, and I will continue to say it. We have the right leader for this cause.
Oh.
And should I add, no, honestly, Anthony, you inspire me. And I know I could speak for the team. And should I add, or can I add, we have the right team. Look, guys, we are committed. We are dedicated to making Rhino Street a success. And we will succeed. So Rhino Strong, it was so nice coming on for a few minutes. Now back to work for me, okay? Okay.
You're so funny. So actually, before I let you go, so we're going to have John on a little bit later. He's going to give an update on Rhino University. And I want to let everybody know that when you hosted, well, you hosted for many months, but that 1 month that you were doing just the SBA program, that you were like specialized it and shared it with everyone. I'm not sure that anyone knows this yet, but that Rhino University is going to have a 50-question exam at the end of each e-learning program. Because what we're offering everyone is that we're going to give them the Rhino Diploma. Now, people might laugh, Anthony, Rhino University, Rhino Diploma, what does it all mean? Well, we have the search engine. We created it, right? Like we invented it. Therefore, when any person goes ahead and completes their program and passes their test, they then get a book a call with me or somebody that's going to represent me on that call. But right now, it's just me until we hire that person, in which case they would have known A to Z how to open the business. They now have the search engine fully behind them that will go ahead and make them the #1 results in their locality for an entire week. That person just needs to tell us, hey, I'm going to have my launch date June 25th or whatever that may be. But the point of what I'm saying in terms of bringing you into it, everyone needs to know of those 50 questions, 25 of them are crafted by V because she did the SBA. And knowing how to run a business is just as important as knowing how to run that business. So of those 50 questions, 25 are coming from V. So if you want to get a certain insight on what the questions are, how you can get help, how you can get tutelage, how you could be in proper position to go ahead and pass that, when V offers everyone, hey, email me, there's like a million reasons to email her, and then plus one more that she knows the test. So just want to share that with everyone.
Cool.
All right.
And I'm happy and willing to help.
I'm totally going to kick you off. But yeah. So please, I'm going to show everyone the cartoon that Abigail just sent over to me, hot off the presses, and it's our Rhino cartoon.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so I will see you later. Let me see how I guess you have to just exit, right?
Do I have to?
You would think we'd learned this by now. I'm just gonna stop video.
Okay, that's it.
And then hide non-video participants. Ha, you're hid. Oh, now it's just me. All I can see is me, which is actually pretty cool. I could hide the other. Ha, you learn something new every day. Okay, so let's do a share screen. And let's get into the commercial. Let's see. So everyone remembers Abigail, and we absolutely, love is a strong word, right? Like you love your family, you love your wife, you love your people, but I've always loved Rhino. I love everything about Rhino. So to go ahead and say, I love my team, to go ahead and say, I love those that brought us to where we are, those that are gonna bring us further, it sounds awkward, but I totally love everyone. And Abigail we'll keep in contact with for like forever. And I'll tell you, she's doing fantastic. And actually at some point, I'm gonna tell her, come on and say hello. But you might actually recognize her voice because she does the voiceover on this. So she had prepared this for us. It took us 2 weeks to script it. We went back and forth 3 separate times. I'm comfortable with this. And this is going to go on the website. I think it already is, but the team is, I don't get to go full screen. And a couple of moderations. So I'm just going to show it this way. So without further ado, the world premiere of Rhino commercial. Woo, Harper! Boo! I'm like really into this.
RHINOStreet.com, the only place you can search your community first.
I love it so much. Like, I'm completely biased, but I love it so much. So we're going to keep it rolling. I'm not going to go ahead and pull anyone in, but I mean, come on. That was super, super cool. Is there audio? Javier, you didn't hear? Did no one hear that? Am I losing my mind? Can you guys hear me? Somebody say something. It was a little in and out. Yes. Okay, I heard it. Huh. I hear you. Okay. So let me just show you, okay? And Ralph is going to come on, and no one's met Ralph yet, and everyone needs to, because Ralph is like one of the coolest people and one of the most talented people you could ever meet. So let me see something. So if you go to Rhino Street, right here, Rhino cartoon. So our team is going to fix this. It's gonna, like, our team just got it up. We literally got it right before we came on. But by the end of today, this will allow to be full screen, like you just saw. So just want to show everyone where to find that. Okay. And now, so I have constantly shared with everyone subdomain landers. And it sounds so like, it doesn't even sound comfortable coming out of my mouth. Subdomain landers, subdomain. I actually believe it's the bane of my existence. And not because I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. And I'm going to show you why, and Ralph's going to walk you through it. But it takes so much time. There is no way for me to simply go ahead and shortcut subdomain landers. Because let me explain what it is, first of all, right? So we have over 425 cities in this nation with a population of 50,000 plus. We then purchase all the subdomains for each one of those cities. Now, what do I mean by subdomain? Our domain is RHINOstreet.com. A subdomain is nyc.rhinostreet.com, eugene.rhinostreet.com, miami.rhinostreet.com. Those are subdomains. We own every single one of them, which means, and that's going to be part of the email and the introduction we share with those people in those communities. Because RHINOstreet is a localized search engine, when we go ahead and email someone, say from Miami, we want to show them, we want to bring them to the page that represents and celebrates who they are. We want them, because everything on everything on RHINOstreet when you're located in Miami is going to be celebrating your community. It's only the 20, everyone is calculated as the 20 miles around you. So things that are popular on RHINOstreet in Miami are going to be different than the things that are popular in Eugene, Oregon, right? So we thought it best to go ahead and talk to that community and share with them that we care about you, we love you, and we celebrate you. So without further ado, we're going to introduce Ralph, who, well, I'll share more when he gets on. So promote to panelist. So I believe it's promoting you. as a panelist, but I have this hiding everyone that's not a panelist. So I wonder if I could change that. Let's see, make co-host. So how do I spotlight for everyone? I don't know. Oh, let me see. Actually, if I go over here, I could do make co-host. Yeah. I could X to unmute. So Ralph, I think you could video, right?
Yep. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it started.
Yeah. Because I don't know if it's just me. I like hit all videos and now I'm in a land I've never been before. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Hold on.
Hello, everyone. Yep, I'm Ralph.
I want to hold on. I want to actually show you. You're very tiny. Can everyone see Ralph just fine, or is he tiny on your screen? Hold on. Come on, someone tell me something. No, Ralph. No. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Okay, so let's see. If we do view gallery. All right. Can you see Ralph now? Yes, there he is. Okay, cool. Ralph, everyone sees you. So let me just introduce you real quick. So when I went ahead and we grew the Rhino team, the Rhino family even further, it's really difficult to find good people. It's very easy to find people, but when you're doing something that's Rhino, that's so involved, that's so accountable, that each team member has to be accountable to the next one. I spent a whole week doing interviews and second interviews and third interviews. And I'm not sure Ralph knows this, but Ralph, when I interviewed you, it was at my house. And upon finishing the interview, my wife's like, who are you talking to? Is that like your best friend? I was like, he's gonna be. I love that guy. I was like, I need him to say yes though. So when we got you to say yes, she's like, oh, you got your best friend, blah, blah, blah. I was like, enough. So you don't know that, but welcome. So share a little bit and then we'll do a screen share and you can walk through everyone the subdomain landers that I have bestowed upon you that you so graciously love every single day.
Sure. So hello, everyone again. Like I said, as Anthony said, I'm Ralph, one of the front-end developers here at Rhino. Yeah, it's been a pleasure working here so far. Doing the subdomains, as Anthony was saying, is kind of, the bane of our existence here. But let me get ready to, show you what we're talking about here. And do I have the share screen capability?
I think you do. You should be co-host. Do you see it?
Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Cool. Now, just for everyone to know, Ralph has a bazillion buttons up at all times. So whenever we're on live, he looks over, and if you look with some binoculars, you can see his brain through his nose because it's a clear shot.
Yeah, I have like so many browsers and so many windows and so many things open at the same time. But can everyone see my screen?
Everyone, I could see it, so I believe everyone could, but if someone could just say it. Oh, I see a yes. Okay, you're good.
Okay, so here we have Allentown, RHINOStreet.com, which should be live, obviously. And this is, what it looks like here. Me play the video.
So you don't need to play it always through. We did the commercial before, but after you explain the page, if you want to bring the video to the end, just so everyone can see what then happens.
Okay. And so this has 16 photos, as Anthony was saying earlier, from the community, all around the outside here. Yeah, and let's skip to the video end. And then once the video ends, it automatically redirects to RHINOstreet. And that's how that's set up. Let me try another one.
So while you're doing that, the photos that you see in front of you, although you may not recognize them unless you're from Allentown, those from Allentown will recognize them because the way these photos were sourced, I go through all of the different Instagrams, Facebooks, Twitters, etc., looking up hashtag Allentown, Pennsylvania. The photos that rise to the top are the ones that get the most clicks, the ones that get the most likes. So what you're actually looking at is based on that town, the people and the moments that they believe to be most special to them via the behavior of clicking and commenting a lot are the photos that we then screenshotted and styled in such a way that when anyone from that town comes to this page, they're going to see at least one person that they know, at least one place that they've been. And while they're consuming that, the commercial's going, and before you know it, they're feeling happy, they feel celebrated, they feel like we are home to them, and it brings them right to the search engine. So where are we now? Anchorage?
And yes, Anchorage.
Whoa.
So we have some northern lights here. It's pretty cool. I want to see myself actually one day. And Obama. So certain things are, yeah.
I remember that photo when he went there. He looks so cool in that photo.
And let's see, let's go to.
Did you see that shirt? You make me so happy.
Yeah,
me, sushi place.
me so happy. Yes.
It's so funny because I literally spend 30 to 45 minutes on each one of these pages and getting the content. So as you're showing this, I know where all these photos are from.
And here's Alexandria.
So cool.
Let's see, anything here. This looks, whatever he's eating right there looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm also like a miniature foodie sometimes, so I get excited by food pictures. So,
yeah, so cool. And it's just cool that anyone from these towns, like, and now just to walk everyone through, when we start doing our email outreach, now we have an email outreach we've been doing, but it's very, this is Rhino, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. When we go ahead and launch those emails in conjunction with Salesforce helping us, is going to be able to denote, oh, I'm sending this email to Ralph. Ralph is in this zip code because the data file we have. Because Ralph is in this zip code, then sends him the link to Ralph's zip code subdomain lander. So no matter where anybody lives, they're going to get a specific email with a specific link that's going to go to their specific home. So when we're out here showing everyone that we care about community, that we are local community, I've always believed in actions over words, and I don't know anything that shares it more than this. Where are we now? Oh, we're at Austin.
At Austin, yes, Austin.
Yeah, those girls that left brunch so hard. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah, Sarah Silverman. Is she from Austin or something? Or I don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, wait, where's Sarah Silverman?
Isn't it her right here? I thought when I was doing this is her, right?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's from there. Yeah, so
I learned that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So any person that is in these photos is from the place. It's not just like the Beatles showed up one day. Yeah. Although, what's the town that Kennedy was assassinated in? I did put that picture up.
Dallas. Yeah, I remember. I looked at that. Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, should I? I don't know.
And this is Anaheim.
Oh, on the bottom right, Groot.
Groot, yeah, I was just about to say that. I got some Groot here, some Groot action.
Do you see right above Groot? Do you see that burger with like the donuts and stuff?
Yeah, that I don't know if I would try though.
I would try it right now.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, totally cool. All right, Ralph, yeah. I'm going to totally kick you off because I'm doing my best to stick to a time. And not that you may not know this, but everyone that's on these lives emails me afterwards and is like, Anthony, 2.5 hours? Really? You promised only an hour. So I'm trying.
Okay, cool. Yep, yeah, I'll get back to it.
You were the last, we saved the best for last. We haven't had you on yet, and thank you. So everyone now knows the whole team.
Okay, awesome. Nice, I guess, meeting everyone, even though I didn't.
All right, Ralph. Thank you. I'll catch you later.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Bye.
So how do we get you to stop sharing this screen?
Yeah. I think the last thing is like boot me off or something.
Yeah, I thought I did too, but apparently, oh, there we go. See you later. Smell you later. All right.
No, I'm actually still here.
I can't catch a break. All right, so I'm going to.
I'm clicking.
No, you're okay. I'm going to withdraw your co-host permission. So can't hear you no more, can I? Blah, blah, blah.
No,
all right.
Still here.
Oh my God. All right, we're just gonna mute you. See you later. All right. Last but not least, we're going to have John step in. Now, John, everyone has met before. He's in charge of Rhino University. And I want to show the programs put together, the small business the small business industries. And I had asked John if he could not go ahead and do all 40 so that we can show the ones we have and at the same time pose the question and pose the opportunity to our community to go ahead and email us and suggest ideas of businesses that they believe will be really super duper duper in any locale, in which case we're going to pursue some of those. So if I could find Johnny, we're going to promote John to panelist. And I'm going to see if I could be a little bit better at this than I had been. We're going to make John co-host. And I think we'll be able to see him. All right, Johnny, what's up?
How's it going, everybody?
Good, good. Oh, so I do want to share, you did message me in Slack and tell me that the cartoon is where it needs to be.
Yes.
So anybody could go there and see it as wonderful, full screen, everything.
Absolutely.
I mean, they see your face right now. If you're lying, they know who you are. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's see. It's 2:30. I had John scheduled for 2:25 to 2:35. So we could go over a couple of minutes, but I'm doing good. I'm staying in it. I'm staying in it. I'm going to make you, I think I already did make you co-host. All right, so why don't you walk us through what we have, give us a little explanation, walk through the businesses, and then we'll see where we go.
Yeah, sounds good. I will quickly share my screen just so I can show everybody.
Cool.
You should be able to see a Google Doc right now.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, awesome. So as of right now, as Anthony said, we have 29 different businesses set up. Well, not set up, but you know, the idea for the different modules for you know, our
program to open that business.
Right. So as of right now, we have 29 set up, and here's the list. You know, brick and mortar florist, that's like, you know, starting your own florist shop. And then we have an at-home florist, which I didn't know that there were a lot of people doing that, but apparently there are. And then mobile bartending business, food truck business, an ice cream parlor, a drop shipping business, a restaurant, brick and mortar bakery, a from home bakery, a professional blogging business, a marketing agency, moving company, car rental company, coffee shop, mobile coffee shop, a from home coffee maker, a brick and mortar brewery. Like,
So
you know,
John, people don't know this, but when you're in the office, how many times a day do you get coffee?
Probably at least bare minimum 5.
And I only thought of that because out of these 29, it's like mobile coffee shop, from home coffee maker. I'm like, shocker.
Yep. But yeah, so we have
sorry.
yeah, so we have our brick and mortar brewery, from home brewery, from home butter business. So people making their own butters, like, you know, like almond butter, sunflower butter, that sort of stuff. Our own DJ business, mobile DJ business, brick and mortar arcade, mobile arcade, bookkeeping business, an online magazine, from home carpentry business, a brick and mortar carpentry business, a pet sitting business, and a from home candle making business. So those are kind of the 29 that we have identified already. Like Anthony said, we're shooting for about 40. So we'll be in need of about 11 more. So if you guys have suggestions, you can email them to Anthony and let us know just what you think would be a good addition to our learning modules.
So actually, if I could jump in, email them to john@rhinostreet.com. Yeah,
that works too.
Yeah, John has his own email, and if it goes to Anthony, I think I have, the last time I looked, oh, my phone's up there. I'm 1,675 emails today. I will get to all of them, and everyone knows that. But like, if you could like send this one to John, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, the last time that I was on and going over the e-learning stuff, I was also going over a little bit the layout of each course. So I figured I would just cover that quickly again before jumping off. But the general layout of each of our courses is going to be like a 10-step thing where, you know, we'll have the first one being the SBA learning course, which is the Small Business Association, which is very important. It helps you kind of like understand what goes into starting up a small business in general. And then we have the video showing kind of the general overview of starting that specific business. So example, if you're starting your own coffee business, it would kind of be a general overview of what goes into that. Then number 3, we have a video explaining how to write your own business plan. And then number 4 is an exercise where the person has to actually write and submit a business plan, which will then be sent to us. And then we'll have that for review at some point if we ever get on a call with them and we go over it with them. And then number 5, we have a video and article explaining the starting cost of that particular business. And then number 6 is another exercise where they have to write and submit a kind of like a short explanation of their different, you know, identifying their different starting costs for their business. And then a video or article explaining the licenses or permits that that you need to get before starting that business. Then number 8 is a video or article explaining the production and or inventory process that goes into that business. And then number 9 would be a video explaining how to best, you know, advertise or market your specific business. And then finally, number 10, we just have a final test, which will be comprised of a number of multiple choice questions, which will be like 50% content from the SBA courses, and then 50% content from, you know, the past videos and articles of the module that everybody had been going over. So that's about it. And I don't know if there's anything that you want to add for that, Anthony.
No, I'm actually like really, really impressed. It's exactly 2:35. You somehow took 10 minutes, concised it down to 5 minutes, and anyone that's going to run Rhino University is the person that would exemplify the ability to say a lot in a little. That sounds like a great concept. I'm not sure what it actually meant though. just take it for a good thing, right?
Absolutely.
So cool. All right, Johnny, we're going to totally kick you off. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And seriously, we'll see you a little later. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Bye-bye. Let's see. We're going to stop video. I learned how to do this. And now we're going to go over here and we're going to, oh, he's muted already. Okay, cool. And we were going to have Steve on. And when I asked Steve this morning, hey, listen, Steve, you want to jump on for 5 minutes? He goes, A, yes, B, no. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. He goes, yeah, I would like to, but I'm so deep into code right now. And the reason he's so deep into code is, let me try to explain something that he was so delicately explaining to me. Because there is a lot with the language between coding something and the things that, say, are my superpowers, right? Like I'm able to delegate, I'm able to identify, I'm able to vision, and I'm able to create a good work environment that allows everyone to excel at a level that they either knew was their potential or even exceeding it. Like that's what I really, really hope to bring to my team in the world. As it pertains to the skill set of Steve, it's like sitting in a dark room and just coding dots and eyes and zilululu. And what he so delicately explained to me before, because as you'll notice, the new release of the app is I don't want to say not good. That's not correct. It has its complications. It has its challenges. And in coding, any challenge that reveals itself is like a home run to these coders, because it's like, yes, that failed. Great. Now I know where to look. I know how to fix it. And through a series of like A/B testing, let's put this out. What's good? Let's keep it. What's not working? Let's correct it, is how they go ahead and create that super duper duper app. So those that know me know Anthony's a very 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. But if you take a look at the title of the app, the release, it says 0.1.0, 0.1.1, 0.1.2, and 0.1.3. Because in the coding world, Steve doesn't even believe we're at a 1.0 because there's so much that needs to get there. So the reason I say all this is anyone that has the Android, which everyone has been so amazing, because it's funny because on Steve's side, he's like, are people mad? Or are they yelling? I'm like, no, Rhino is a different type of place. Everyone sees what we're doing. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you have a waiter and your waiter doesn't come back for an hour. you don't actually know if he's being lazy or if he's really busy because you can't see him. He's in the kitchen, he's waiting for food, he's doing something. He's at the bar waiting for drinks. But when you have a bartender that doesn't come to you for an hour, you could visually see that bartender. You could see him or her around the bar doing this, doing that. And it's not that they don't care for you, it's that they're actually busy. And of course, somebody called me. So just bear with me so I can end. How do I do this? Send to voicemail. All right, so I have to do this all over again. Hold on 1 second, participants. So I want to reclaim host. Hold on, stay with me. Close, start video. Okay, cool. Sorry, I always think to go ahead and shut off notifications, but I never do. So bear with me. All right. But at least the bartender, you can see, you know that they're busy. So as it pertains to the app, I do want to let everybody know it is being worked on, and all the things that are not currently working today is a great thing because now we know what needs to be done. Because I got to tell you something, all the integrations that are happening behind the scenes, that the goal is that it's going to allow you, this phone is going to allow you to press a button and start sending to every which different person in such a way that, hey, Dan, did you know that Fatima really, really loves this about your business? So Fatima loves that you always have a bright smile at, Dan's Shop 101. And she loves RHINOStreet. This is why she likes it. Would you like to accept her invite to join? The point being that the fact that she could do that from her fingers, the fact that she's going to be rewarded for doing that, and the fact that she's able to send you something that you're likely going to say yes to because it's so personalized, and the email that you're going to get is going to have a form in it that you can actually just press accept. So it's so frictionless and easy that one person could turn into 2 people, could turn into 4 people, could turn into 8 people, could turn into 16 people. You see where I'm going with this. So the question then becomes, well, do we have something that resonates with the population? I will tell you 10 out of 10 people would prefer to purchase from their neighbor than a paid ad. I can tell you 10 out of 10 people that are selling anything would prefer to sell to their neighbors that actually are able to judge them on their own merits than sell within a market system that large companies with large budgets go ahead and squash them like you saw in that cartoon. So if 10 out of 10 people, 10 out of 10 buyers and 10 out of 10 sellers want something, and we go ahead and invent what that something is, and we go ahead and allow everyone to share it, and we allow everyone to be rewarded because of it, and we go ahead and make everyone millionaires in the process, I think we're on to something, right? So the app, the point of all of that, actually, it's a really good lead into the balance sheet. But the point of everything I just said to you is the app, we're going to have our next release Monday. And because of the things that are challenging everyone at the moment that we have just discovered, because they're actually fairly bountiful, that means we're going to solve a large amount of things, which means the 0.1.4 to me is like a 3.0. But God bless Steve, because he still doesn't even think it's a 1.0. And I gotta tell you, it's like the first time I found someone that has standards that are challenging mine. So I want to do a share screen, and I think I have to get up there to make me the co-host again. So let me just do that. I'm going to go over here and make co-host. Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. All right. So now that I'm over here, I can do share screen. Cool. And I would like to walk everyone through the balance sheet we just put out. I don't know where it is. I know what you're thinking, Anthony, you should have this stuff ready. Well, I agree with you. Okay. We'll test that later. So coin. Okay. So let me first start by saying it's 2:43. I have made it a goal to get off at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to do this in 17 minutes. Secondly, anyone that's ever, well, anyone that's been a part of Rhino for any period of time recognizes this sheet is different than what you're used to seeing. And the reason is because launch week is a whole new paradigm. For those that don't know, we've never done any marketing. We've never done anything. Our numbers are strictly word of mouth. So this sheet right here started with something higher than here. See how this says launch week 32? There was a previous 31 weeks. We copy and pasted them and put them down at the second tab. So this is all the numbers that we have actually progressed through. Every number you see is a real number. We really did all this stuff. So when you take a look at the members, 50 to 185 to up to 800, up to 1,000, up to 2,000, this is all word of mouth, zero anything. So we're currently in week 29. So obviously 2 more weeks before we get to our launch week. Now, what I would like to say about the launch, well, let me just go through this first. Actually, which order? Okay, so launch week has always been Saturday, June 25th. That still stands as our launch week, but the coin is not going to go live until August 1st. And the reason being, the coin, we built out the payment system to go ahead and allow businesses to accept our payment system. So what does that mean for a business? Now, a business is able to go ahead and integrate our payment system. And when a business sells something, so let's say, for instance, your business sold me something and I owe you $10. I pay you the $10, but in commute, in transit, that $10 buys $10 a coin and sells $10 a coin, and you go ahead and get your $10. That volume, those transactions become organic buying within the coin, meaning if the coin then captures the value of the entire platform, because every business on the platform is going to be able to opt into our payment system. And as every business opts into the payment system, every transaction is coin buying and selling the coin, which means to buy and sell anything from a business on our platform, you must go through the coin. Now, again, it's frictionless and invisible to you, but the transactions, the volume of the coin at any given day is going to directly represent the growth or lack thereof of the platform. So for instance, if RHINOStreet has 100 purchases today at $10 each, there'll be $1,000 in buying and $1,000 in selling. So the day's worth of transactions will be $2,000. Half of that will be $1,000. Therefore, RHINOStreet did $1,000 in sales. The coin captures what $1,000 in sales looks like because you need to own the coin to do the sales. Therefore, the coin equals the value of the platform, right? Right. As you move forward and as the platform grows, now the platform is doing $5,000 in daily sales, $10,000 in daily sales, the coin is subsequently doing all those transactions. So to own a coin that is responsible for $1,000 in transactions versus owning a coin that's responsible for $10,000 in transactions, the $10,000 in transaction is worth more because it's responsible for doing more stuff. Therefore, as the platform grows, the value of the coin grows with it because the coin captures the value of the platform. It's the first time that you're able to find an asset that so beautifully and so nakedly actually captures the entire value. Okay. Now, here's the thing. When we go ahead and institute that payment system and offer it to everyone, we're also going to, there's a whole level of education that a lot of people have given me the good gracious to say, okay, we trust Anthony. We know he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I don't really know all the numbers like he does, but I trust Anthony. And I thank you, right? But that gets us only so far. It's only beneficial. It's incumbent on me as the steward of RHINOStreet that I make the effort, take the time to succeed in properly educating everyone on why this is so important. The reason being, when someone understands that the size of the small business market, how we go ahead and solve it, how the coin captures it, number one, is a worthwhile investment opportunity. But when they secondarily understand that by them taking a certain action and others taking the same action, it's in the control of the people to create the outcome they want. What do I mean by that? So when we go ahead and release the payment platform, it's going to be by default, I give you $10, right? Like, let's still do this, $10. I buy $10 worth of product from you. I give you $10. You buy $10 of coin and you sell only $9 of coin and you receive $9. Now, first of all, that's not forced. If you want to then change it back from $10 bought, $10 sold, totally cool. In fact, I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to write in big red letters, this is how you go back to 10 out of 10, right? But the majority of people, once being properly educated on why we're get 10 and 9, will say, okay, so for every $10 in transactions, for every dollar in transactions I do, I'm investing 10 cents into this Rhino coin that I own on my wallet. I own it and I'm investing into this platform. Great. Okay, cool. Now, if everyone does that, well, then every single day, supply of coin is being taken off the market. At the same time, the demand for coin is growing crazily because the growth of the platform demands that the coin be used in every transaction. So as the platform grows, as the transactions grow, the demand for coin increases, and exponentially so, because we have 0% market share in a market that we're inventing the solution. So we have a glide path that's like crazy, right? On top of that, if we go ahead and educate everyone that by simply taking supply off the market and investing it, while at the same time the demand goes up, you by default are in power, not you personally, but you as a group, to go ahead and create this, to go ahead and create an outcome that this coin could be worth anything you want it to. Remember Dogecoin, and remember like Shiba coin, and remember any stupid coin that's been out there. It's all skyrocketed because everyone collectively bought it. The problem with those coins is they're inherently worth nothing. They back nothing. There's no use for it at all. So once somebody starts selling, the rest are like, all right, the run's over, I'm out of here. That's not the case with this, because the coin is used in every transaction. And if you go ahead and believe that businesses and small businesses would like to go ahead and market within their own community, and consumers and buyers would like to go ahead and support and buy from their own market, you have till kingdom come, to like the moon and back, to the moon and back, Alice, right? So the point of me saying that, everything, all of that you already know. 2:51, I have 9 more minutes. The reason why the coin is being pushed back to August 1st is because we've went ahead and discovered a bigger opportunity. Anthony, what's bigger than that? I don't know. I promise you that I'm going to end up landing on Mars one day, right? Like, there's going to be a point where there's nothing bigger than what we're doing. And I keep believing there's something bigger than what we're doing. And then I just found something bigger than what we're doing. What if we were able to create this payment system for actual people, not just businesses? What if this payment system not only integrated with merchant accounts, but integrated with checking accounts, integrated with actual transactions for debit cards and credit cards? What then? What if any individual can simply say, you know what, I like what they're doing. I see the growth in it. All right, I'm going to integrate that payment system. And I don't want to give 10 cents for every dollar, but I'll give 1 cent for every dollar. I'll give 2 cents for every dollar. There are 17 times more people in this world than businesses. So if the average person does 1 penny, that's already 170 times more than the average business doing 10 pennies. Well, 70%, but 170 of the total amount. The point being, that's a very, very large market. People. I know what you're saying. Everywhere I go, there's people there. Now, all of this is Anthony, woulda, coulda, shoulda, what if, right? So let me share something with you. Does anybody in their right mind believe that I do not have the energy to go ahead and do 10 lives a day and yell from the rooftops, book all day, and bring businesses on? Does anyone believe that I will go ahead and bring businesses on for my own benefits and sacrifice them? No, right? So the businesses that get brought on will always be taken care of. Anybody that knows me knows that any business that comes on that I give my word to will be taken care of to such an extent that they will look back and say that was the single best opportunity. Anyone that knows me will believe that sentence to be true because I've always made that sentence to be true. Therefore, the first month or two might be me doing something like that, right? And everyone that's a part of it will say, I see Anthony working. I'm going to go ahead and recommend people as well. And they're going to. The point being, once we get to a certain amount, then the coin is just going up by itself because those businesses are transacting. There's enough transactions to support the coin going up. Now, here's the key part. Once that happens, now what do we have? We have every business and every human being on the planet having the ability to go ahead and own an asset that's going day. And all they need to do is integrate it into their payment, to integrate it into their own system. They have to do nothing else but doing that. And here's the point of the story. Have you ever yelled fire in a movie theater? The answer should be no, because if you did, you're a dirtbag, right? Unless there really was a fire. But the point is, once one person does something, everyone's going to run and do it. So when the coin starts up, right? And now the marginal person says, hey, you know what? I was a little uneasy with the payment system, but I see what's happening and I trust like the community. I'm going to do it. You know what happens? Now it goes up even more because you're taking more supply off the market while adding more demand. Economic 101, demand. If demand's higher than supply, it goes up. If supply is higher than demand, it goes down, right? So now when the marginal person gets in, they're causing that move to exacerbate even further. Then the next person even further, the next person even further. The question then becomes, when you see something going from 1 to 100, do you jump in at 1? Do you jump in at 2? Do you jump in at 10? Do you jump in at 20? Do you jump in at 50? I don't know your answer, but I can promise you we're going to find out. I got 5 minutes left. That's my, I guess, soliloquy on that, which soliloquy sounds like something that's much less energetic. So let me walk you through this, the 5 minutes I have. This is the number of weeks. This is the total traffic. This is the total amount of searches, which, mind you, we're going to be able to report all these statistics back to you, just like the last chart. So when this week comes, we're going to put the numbers in, make it yellow, move on to the next week. Which, by the way, has there ever been an investment opportunity in the history of the world where the founder and the CEO goes ahead and updates the numbers every day for you and is accessible? I don't think so. So these are the numbers that concern me, and concern me in a good way, because I think they're too low, but I refuse to make them higher. Average business referrals per coin holder. This is per week. What it says is 10%. 1 out of 10 people per week will make one recommendation. I got to tell you, I think that number is a lot higher. I really, truly believe that number is a lot higher. I think more than 1 out of 10 people will make one recommend. So 10 people equals one referred business. I just don't believe it. So I think that number is going to be higher. Then this number calculates that 50% of the referrals are going to opt in. And again, I described the invite they're going to get. And let me tell you this, when the coin's going up every day and everyone's noticing it and this snowball's happening, I can promise you businesses are going to say, yeah, how do I get in? Can someone tell me how to get in? So this doesn't calculate how high that number is, right? Okay. Business coin payment system. This starts out at 2% of businesses opting in. So if we have 100 businesses, only 2 of them opt in. Does anybody know me well enough to know that I would ever sit here and say, oh, what are we doing today, guys? Well, if we have 100 businesses and only 2 of them opted in, I guess my day's over. This is what my day's going to look like. Yeah, Mr. Jones, can we just talk? It's Anthony. Yeah, I know you. Listen, it's Anthony. I need to walk you through how this could benefit you. I give you my word, and I'm going to take care of you. Can you walk? Anthony, you know what? I don't really understand most of this, but if you give me your word, you got my business. Okay, thanks. So this 2% number is fairly low. The personal coin payment system starts the same way at 2%. So of all the rhinos that we have, which are like 2,025 currently to the second, I believe of those, only 40 are going to opt in to the payment system to integrate with their own personal things. Do I believe only 40 rhinos want to go ahead and participate in the value of the coin every time that they purchase gum? That only 40 of them are going to do it. The next time that a rhino, the average rhino goes and buys McDonald's, they're going to say, no. I'm not allowing 1 cent of any dollar to go to Rhino, even though I invest and I love them. I just don't think that's the right number. Over here, weekly transactions per business is only $225. Let me tell you something. My business alone, which is all of our business, we do $30,000 a month of transactions. Buying, selling, salaries, stuff. When I put of course, Rhino's going to be on RHINOStreet, right? So when Rhino is on RHINOStreet and does $30,000 a month, what's that come out to per week? I don't know, like 7,000, 7,300. So that means that what? 35, no, that 28 other companies need to come on and average 0. And that actually might be a higher, let's just see something for a second. So if, let's say 30 companies came on, so 7,000 divided by 30. All right, so I was right, that equals 233, which means 29 more businesses would have to come on and do 0 per week to equal that after I'm on, right? And I already know all of our businesses. There's a lot of people that do, I don't know, like at least 1,000 a week. How many people in here, their business does 1,000 a week in transactions, or their personal bank account does like $500 a week in transactions, right? So these numbers are really low. So this would be the net buying of the coin with the assumptions I gave you. This is the total coins owned by the members. Now I'm going to get into this more next time because I only have 1 minute left. But we always said we were going to give everyone 100 coin in perpetuity. We can't afford it. So 100 coin, then it's going to drop to 75 coin, then it's going to drop to 50 coin, then it's going to drop to 25 coin, then to 5, then to 3, then to 1, then to 0.75, because the billion is going to be gone by then. Demand ratio. This is all the demand for coin versus how much coin is there. Total coin supply on the market. What you'll notice is this says 1 billion total coin, but only 900 million on the market. That's because Rhino owns 100 million coin. Our investors are everyone. I'm not selling that. So I already know that 100 million is never going to hit the market. Well, not never, but you get the point. It's 3 o'clock, which means I have technically 60 seconds before that turns 3:01. When you calculate this all together, you get this number. I'll walk you through more next week, but like I said, if you understand all the metrics I just shared with you, and then you take a look at this, see up here, it's a really, really intense calculation. That equals this number. So, all right, Ant, you said it was going to be $1 on June 25th. I'm sorry. It's going to be $1 over here, which looks like it'll be September. But because the way we're now building it with the personal accounts in it, I think all these numbers are too low. So this is probably still going to be $1 quicker. But look at how it exponentiates. $1, then $1.40. This is weekly. $1, $1.40, $2.20, $3.30, $4.80, $8.10, $15, $24, $38, $46, $63, $84. I don't need to go down the whole line. We're at 3:01, so I'm going. But what it ends up becoming is that by week 107, which is I think like the end of October 2023, we're sitting at 86,000. Now this calculates the exact value of the coin. This does not calculate the investment opportunity in the coin. What do I mean by that? Every investment opportunity has an earnings multiple. Like for instance, if you buy Apple stock right now, it's trading at 25 price to earnings, which means if you buy Apple today, you're telling the company you're valuing them at 25 times what they're worth today because you believe their growth is that exceptional. Well, our growth is going to be, you see all this red? That means there's no more opportunity left. Like we have the entire population. We have every business on the planet, all of the coins taken. If there was a coin that actually was being integrated with at least the majority of businesses on the planet, globally around the world, people globally around the world, everyone's making money, everyone owns it, and everyone loves it, what do you investment opportunities behind that? Because I'll tell you this, what it then becomes, I can't say it out loud, but it rhymes with schmurrency. And a schmurrency with no debt that's global and accepted by everyone, that has a unified people that trust the leader, is worth more than any single investment ever. So take this, and if you give it just an Apple multiple, let's play, right? So this times 25. What does that come out to? 2.1 million. So if you go ahead and say, you know what, this is as good at least as Apple, that's 2.1 million by October next year. So I'm going to go. I absolutely love you all. It's 3:02. I'm so sorry. I tried so hard. I tried so hard. I'm going to be sending out the replay. I will explain this all in the email tomorrow. Things are moving. Things are moving. Salesforce is kind of becoming a little bit of a pain in my butt, only because the performance, because the people, I love them, and they're working their tushes off. The point of me saying that is the emails that we want to have sent out to everyone, we're telling you not to do it yet, because to suggest your favorite business is still a little bit on the fritz, but they are working on it actually this second. I'm getting messages from them. not like this second, but before I came on, they know not to message me now. That will be ready by next week. Once we get that started, also Amplify, I'm sure people know about that. We have 75 amps at our disposal. We're going to send out articles all over the place. We have people within the platform that have far reaches. I promise you, I know what we're doing, and I'm going to do it, and we're going to do it. I love everyone. I will see you next week.